Hello Pisces, and welcome to your February reading. So I'm gonna do a normal monthly, and then I'm gonna do a little bonus for love with the Lenormands. So I've meditated on your energy, Pisces, and I've laid down the first layer of cards like usual. What Spirit wants to talk to you about this month. The first card that I have, the World. So, starting the month, there's a cycle that you've finished. Maybe last month. A lesson that you've learned. You've attained this moment where that kind of feeling where everything is in balance and you understand it. You're kind of one with the universe at that point. After that, I have the Empress and the Four of Pentacles. So that tells me the Empress is your feminine side, your divine feminine there. So it is all about your inspiration. She's connected to the 12 zodiac with the crown on her head with the 12 stars. There you go, ruled by Venus. It's abundance, it's love, it's beauty, it's creativity. It's being in our power of what we can manifest in this world. And with the Four of Pentacles can be that moment where we solidify what we have, keeping our energy. In order to, it can be saving in order to buying a house or whatever, but it's that solidifying of energies. And the third placement is the Five of Pentacles. So what that tells me, I'm sorry about my little monkey cat here. So what that tells me with the Five of Pentacles, I think you are overcoming that energy, and it was part of your lesson. It was part of that karma that finished in the month of December that you saw. Under the World here we have the Two of Pentacles, Jupiter in Capricorn, and that is when Jupiter enhances a lot of energy. And Jupiter, I think, was in Capricorn on top of it last month. Pushes a lot of energy to give us. But if we have a distortion in our capacity to manifest abundance and all of that, of course it's going to bring it up and show us the loop we're in. That's why it's, the dance of Shiva, where we will have to let die an old situation in order to invest in the new one. It is discipline, in a way, the discipline of Capricorn, the focus of Capricorn, and being super grounded in that, centered in that way. Under our Empress, I have the Moon here. So we're talking about something that is happening in our unconscious. It is the feminine. The feminine gives the shape of things from the will of the masculine here. So there is something in the unconscious. It is also a quest, the Moon, to bring something to transform. Under the cat's head, under the Five of Pentacles, I have the Nine of Cups. So Five of Pentacles and Nine of Cups, those are two completely different energies, and that's why I think you are overcoming the Five of Pentacles, because this is being emotionally satisfied within oneself, having processed our emotions that maybe were hidden under the Moon. And here under our lesson, I do have Capricorn again, and there we go. Saturn was in Capricorn, Jupiter in Capricorn. Here's our Capricorn, showing us what? Showing us here Five of Swords. So I think you faced your demon last month. Either you saw again being defeated by people through manipulation, through whatever, how they did it, or you saw how your mental activity was defeating yourself, or for sometimes it's to protect us, to protect ourselves, that we will mentally try and strategize something, use our mental capacity in a certain way, but it kind of hurts us more than it helps us. And it's an unconscious pattern. And right away, under your feminine here, we have the moon, and now we have death. And that is the complete quest. So what we see under the moon, we cross this path. We cross this path here, and we decide if we listen to the wolf or the dog, if we listen to the untamed animalistic side of us or the tamed side of us, the one that is faithful and wise and trustworthy. So we can cross those two pillars and attain the enlightenment on the other side. And here in the back, you can see those two pillars with the sun there, because when we see something in our unconscious, in the deep waters there, and we are able to process it, then death can come, transformation can come, and we can let go of these old information in our waters that were affecting the way we saw things. Then it is transformation. And after that, what do I have? The High Priestess. So this is listening to your soul, being connected spiritually, and there's that feminine also that can take here within silence. You can feel your soul, and you have that great intuition. This is healing of a soul, transformation. That's why it's like a karmic cycle that is finished, but you're kind of you faced it in December maybe, or it was a long process, and here is that last switch where once we get it, it's been shown to us, then it's the transformation process, the assimilation of that information and that transformation in the month of February. And under the deck I have the Two of Cups, so that tells me that this is going to affect the mirrors in your life, because we attract and we are shown the people around us that mirror parts of us. So if we were deceiving ourselves in a certain way, we would always have people to show that in us, around us. If by deceiving ourselves was based on the fact that we didn't feel we were enough, or that we never receive anything, or we sacrifice ourselves for others in order to be appreciated, we would meet people that would never appreciate us, and it would never be enough what we do for them. Just so that this would be becoming more and more obvious until we point it out and transform it. So let's mix this. I call upon the divine. I call upon Spirit, Holy Spirit. I call upon my guides and the spirit of Pisces, the energy of Pisces for the month of February. Let me clarify this reading for Pisces. Call upon the light, the divine. Okay. Show me the world, Spirit, the world. Spirit. Why is the world there for Pisces? Oh, well, there you go. Aquarius is letting go of that same baggage. See, you are, what you did last month or at the beginning of this month is letting go of the baggage of not feeling good enough in all of that. Not grabbing your part of the abundance that the divine is always flowing for XY reasons. There you go. End of that cycle. 10 of Wands, and here I have the 10 of Swords because it was probably due to a thinking pattern, but that all that emotional baggage that you've been carrying of all the times that you were put aside, that people did not consider you, or all of that, you're letting it go, or you've let it go, depending on when you're watching this and time being fluid. But that's the process that's happening. Here, talk to me about the Empress. With the Four of Pentacles also, okay. It also could be that maybe you were spreading yourself thin, Pisces. You know, like giving so much energy to everybody else, but when it came to you, you didn't have anything coming towards you. That could be it now. And now understanding that one should keep one's energy. Or when I say energy, it could be physical energy, you know, like going left and right, helping people and all of that. And can be also financial with the Four of Pentacles. Can you lend me $100? Can you do this or whatever? And you end up having to eat rice. So here I have the Queen of Cups and the 10 of Cups, another cycle. And so this is our capacity to be happy at the maximum that we can. 10 of Cups, shared happiness with the people around us. So by finishing that cycle, you're opening up to be able to receive from others also emotional energy. That's peace, love, just, you know, when you have a conversation with people and you're not the one just shooting your energy to them, but they actually fulfill you. It's that exchange of energy. This is bringing you to a new level also, because this is the summum, but the end also of that. After that, Ace of Cup, where you can feel consciously on a higher level, like deeper, brighter, all of that. And also that knowledge of where you open, to whom you open your heart, you know. Are you opening yourself and giving to people in misery all the time, and that don't give you back, trying to, you know, save everybody around you? That could be something like that. And now that you're getting into your Empress mode, you know that there is a wisdom, and to whom we give our emotions. It's not a question of deserving, but it's a question of sometimes we just enable people, feed vampires, or we can actually share with people that give us back to that vibration. And this is where what we deserve. Yeah, see, I have the Four of Pentacles again. Four of Pentacles in that situation is not negative. It is, I am not spreading myself thin and giving what I don't even have, like borrowing to help kind of thing anymore. Five of Pentacles. Ah, yeah, well, see, Five of Pentacles was your devil. You're facing it. And see, the devil is the first stage of awakening. Why? Because we cannot rise in vibration and light if we don't face our shadow first. And this was your shadow. This is what you saw. You saw that you were leaving yourself out in the cold and probably giving to people that did not deserve to receive. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So there's that juggling here. You saw your pattern. You saw how this would emotionally destabilize you, keeping all of that baggage. And it was in Jupiter in Capricorn that showed you that you needed to, like Shiva, leave a pentacle behind, a way of feeling, touching, seeing life, your reality, your 3D reality, your matrix there, your perception of the matrix, to leave it in order to plant the new one, a new way of seeing things, because it kind of showed you your pattern, your you know, this is always happening to me with different faces. I was doing this in my teens, I was doing this in my 20s, and now I'm still doing it in my 40s and my 50s. It showed you that link. Moon. Show me the moon. Whoa, moon went far away. This could be, this is you also, Pisces. The moon in Pisces is the moon card. You could, this could arrive after the 21st of February, when we're going to get into your season, and the moon that is going to happen there could be of that time period where you're going to get that enlightenment. Page of Sword. There's a news, there's something we understand, the page. We grab the Ace of Sword, and it is part of that. So it could go towards of, you know, now I kind of see and understand, where do I bring my heart? Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups with the Empress. Unconditional love, but she is loved unconditionally in return also, and there's no doubt in our mind about it. There's something you're going to understand, Pisces. About to whom do I bring my emotions? Who deserves my love? That energy of love that I can give. Only the ones that can share it. 9 of Cups. Show me the 9 of Cups for Pisces. Ah. 3 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles. This is putting energy and seeing results. It is not putting energy and being left out in the cold. Putting energy, seeing results, building from a fulfilled emotional place. Completely different than what our friend here was showing us and keeping us there until we understood. You know, the chains are easy to be taken away there. And the feminine is not connected to her higher self and the Devil card. She's not looking at an angel like in the Lovers. She's looking at us. And the man, the masculine, which is supposed to be inspired by the feminine, that brings the energy of what shape things are going to be in his actions, in his consciousness. He only has the fight or flight consciousness lit, and she only has like bare fruit of survival. having a hard time to be in abundance because of the lack mentality. And that abundance is on every level. And here we're talking a lot about emotional abundance. So here we can build when we are emotionally fulfilled. But I think you saw that devil in December, or for some of you it's going to be in the beginning of the month of February. You're going to see it in you. And there it is again, the devil with the 5 of swords. Show me that, Spirit. Show me that. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. That cycle is over also. And it was maybe even something that was this way of thinking, of sacrificing yourself and giving energy all over the place to people that don't even deserve it, probably, or trying to save and help everybody and never being recognized or receiving anything yourself, can be a familiar pattern. Something that you were taught, that your mother did, that your grandmother did. And since it has to do with mirrors, it can even be in the partners that you have, like, and that they had, the people around them. The 10 of Pentacles often relates to that, because it's in the matter, it's in our world, and it is something that goes from one generation to another. That long-term solid thing. But when it's with the devil and the 5 of swords, it's kind of a pattern, a crooked pattern that is passed from one generation to another. It is finished now, the world. And 10 of swords here again. See, it's a huge, it's like closing up a huge cycle, Pisces, and you're going to get to a brand new spiritual level at the end of February. Death, show me death, because here is the transformation happening. Show me death. For some of you, that, yeah, the death. Here is our, and okay, I have death and the 2 of Cups. We have the 2 of Cups in the bottom of the deck. Death, a total transformation of the mirrors in your life. So that can be in friendship, in love, in just the dynamic you have with other people. The dynamic you have with your family, for some of you. That last treason there with the devil, for some of you could have been a family reunion in the month of December that showed you one heck of a pattern in your family there. And now you're kind of getting how you practice that pattern, so you can actually transform it. Kind of seeing, oh my God, I see the link between everything now. A huge transformation. You're going to transform the mirrors in your life. A High Priestess. High Priestess. And this is kind of shadow work. Yes. Magician. And here I have the Star with the 8 of Swords. But this is telling you, with the High Priestess, the Star is the third door of spiritual enlightenment. The devil being the first one, we see our shadow. The second one is the Tower. It's that awakening moment where either the divine destroys what he was doing, that tower that was not the right way of doing things, or we get that just that haha awakening moment within us, you know, after living this. And the third is the star, where here we are back into that soul living and experience. It's also Aquarius season. It is being aligned with our star, what is written in the stars with us, for us. It's here you have 7 stars, which are like the 7 chakras of you here. That experience, that emotional experience, you're putting it back into the unconsciousness pool of humanity, and you're pouring it in the ground so that it will grow from that consciousness, from that lesson you have learned, from that purification of the waters within you. And here that 8-pointed star is like the 7th chakra plus the 8th chakra, which is the connection to the Akashic records. And that's why this can be like putting back information in the Akashic records. It's also like the 8 gods of Egypt, you know, Isis, Ra, etc., etc. So with the High Priestess, this is unblocking yourself from, on a soul level, on a spiritual level, unblocking yourself from a pattern that used to keep you stuck in a mud. 8 of Swords, where, you know, what do I do? There's like no solution. I feel the tides coming up. I have to do something, but I don't know why, what. And now this is your soul speaking to you from that understanding. It's like gaining back control over that. From that pattern that used to keep you stuck, mentally stuck also, in certain situation where you would put your own stops in your evolution because of that pattern. And now you can manifest yourself, and here is your truth. And I have the Emperor. It could be when it comes to the masculine also, you know, something that is brought to you, because often the mirrors, if you're a woman, the masculine is going to be the mirror of the feminine will be in the masculine there, giving you only this because of you being there. So you're leveling up in a way by transforming, by becoming an empress. You're transforming the mirrors in your life that are going to be more of the emperor level and less people that show you only this here. And that could have come from a family pattern. But I think it's very, some of you started in December and all of that, and that is going to come to fruition at the end of the month of February here. So that is beautiful, Pisces. Your life will not be the same afterwards. Now this is the vibration energy that is out there for you if you want it during the month of February. For sure, you probably lived something like that. You're going to see your devil. It will be up to you to actually do that quest of transformation and gain back that faith and that finishing a lesson and opening up the door to peace and contentment, being one with yourself in total integrity after clearing out that devil. So now let's look at love, because it is the month of Valentine's Day. I picked 3 cards of the Lenormand. The first card is the Garden. Now the garden, this is where we gather. This is a reunion. So this could be during the month. You're going to be invited somewhere to go meet people. I have the lucky clover. So this is going to be a very, when we say chance meeting, and you're going to meet somebody in a gathering, and it's like if the orchestration of the divine will be very serendipity, kind of thing. And after that, I have the birds. There you go. And that is talking, chatting, exchanging like this. Negative, it's gossip and things like that. But with the clover and this is like connecting, and you have this, oh my God, we're connecting so much. Bottom of the deck, I have the boat. And so that tells me that it could even be meeting someone that could take from far away, or that could take you on a trip, or there's this voyage kind of thing. Oh, bringing your mind to somewhere far from where you were, somebody different than what you are used to, that you will meet in a gathering. And serendipity will be a big part of it. That is in love. So, Pisces, on this, I'm going to give you all my love and light. I wish you a beautiful month of February. This sounds very fun. If somebody invites you to a party, a gathering, whatever it is, to go meet in a park somewhere, you go. Okay, because there's going to be serendipity for you there into meeting somebody that you will truly connect with, even if they are very far away from what you are used to. Anyway, I'm repeating myself. Thank you for the ones of you that gave donations. It helps more than you think. New moon, full moon, I'm doing a celebration to give you back. Thank you for subscribing, commenting. I read all the comments, and sharing also to make the channel grow. It helps a lot. And private readings, descriptions below. And on this, all my love and light, Pisces, and I'll see you next month.